Hey everyone, Jen here. I am the second panelist to do the Get to Know You segment. I will be following up after Courtney's video. So I'm gonna get right to it here. First, I want to give a little shout out to Peter Mayhew's family. Rest in peace, Peter Mayhew. Everybody's really sad about that, and if you're not, you should be. So my favorite WOSO team, Washington Spirit. Honorable mention to the Portland Thorns. They're kind of equal. I have really big stickers for both on the back of my car, so I need to mention both of them. Favorite player is Tobin Heath. Obviously for national team as well as actual NWSL. Do you watch sports outside of WOSO? If so, which ones and who are your teams and players? I watch basically everything. So American football, I'm a Denver Broncos fan. Men's soccer, I follow the Bundesliga. I'm a Bayern Munich fan. Hockey, Washington Capitals. Baseball, Atlanta Braves. Single people sports, tennis, I like Serena Williams. I don't know how else to non-team sports, I guess. I really like Tatiana McFadden. She's pretty stellar. I was big into skiing when Maria Riesch was a skier. I really enjoyed Maria Riesch. Yeah, I legitimately watch everything. So favorite Marvel and DC characters. Marvel is different between the comics and the cinematic universe. Marvel comic book version is Clint Barton as Hawkeye. I thought it was really cool that they had a deaf superhero. I wish they would have translated that onto the screen. But the cinematic universe, I do enjoy Tessa Thompson's portrayal of Valkyrie. I think she plays that role really well, and she's actually my favorite in the movies. With an honorable mention to Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. I was not a fan of Captain Marvel in the comics, but I do enjoy her in the movie. And then DC, it's actually the same for both DC, both comic and movie. It's Flash. If they made a sitcom about your life, what would it be called? It would be called WTF. That kind of sums up my life very nicely. What's your Hogwarts house? Ravenclaw. Always a Ravenclaw. Always will be a Ravenclaw. Just kind of how it is. What's your spirit animal? A corgi. 100% is my spirit animal. They just want to sleep and eat and sploot, and that's kind of their life.
Sploot.
You've never seen a corgi sploot? If you don't know what a corgi sploot is, literally Google images corgi sploot or like YouTube it something. It's where they like and just lay on the ground and just sprawl out, all happy with their little red little butts sticking up. I really enjoy corgis. What is your biggest accomplishment? Finding somebody who actually wants to deal with me forever. But other than that, walking again. Little fact about me: I was paralyzed from the waist down for 6 years after a car accident. And I started walking again in 2008, and then in 2010 I started distance running, and I've done race number 73. That's 5Ks and up. 2 of those are full marathons. So there's that. How and when did you get into WOSO? That actually ties into the last question. I started watching in 99 when basically everybody else my age started watching WOSO. But 2008 was really like when I found a big personal connection to it. It was the Beijing Olympics. And they were in extra time. Women's national team was in extra time, and Carly Lloyd had scored the game-winning goal. And it was just kind of a lesson for me about how you shouldn't give up even when everything is telling you to. She showed me a lot of perseverance and resilience and a lot of qualities that even though haters gonna hate on Carly Lloyd, I still admire those qualities about her. Um, and yeah, 6 weeks after that game, I was walking again. So that was when I definitely started watching like more hardcore. Why are you the way that you are? I don't feel like paying each one of you like my therapist. So we're gonna leave that one alone because I don't have enough time for that. What's the best advice you've ever received? That came from my undergraduate faculty mentor during my research at Valencia College in Orlando. Professor Keith Malmos, who is fantastic. If anybody ever goes to Valencia, take a couple of classes with him. He always told me to let somebody else tell you no. So don't be the one to limit yourself. Always go after what you want because somewhere eventually someone's going to tell you yes. So don't be the one to hold yourself back. What is the next? Which international would you like to see in the NWSL that hasn't already played in the NWSL? Marjan from Germany. Easy question. Not even a question. Favorite guilty pleasure TV show is all of the NCISs. Los Angeles, New Orleans, the original. I will watch rerun after rerun after rerun, and that's my life. Favorite music genre and artist. My favorite genre, even though I listen to pretty much everything, my favorite genre is country. Which this one doesn't always appreciate, but um artists, I'm gonna go with my top two. My top two are Sugarland and Michelle Shamuel. Um, if you played soccer, what position would you play? I did, and unfortunately don't as much, but still sometimes do play soccer. And I was always a forward. I played midi once because they found out I had the running stamina, but then they realized that I was really tall and they could use me up front, so they did. Pick your ultimate five aside of players from your favorite NWSL team. I'm going to do Portland and Washington here because I said they were my favorites in the beginning. So Portland, Tobin's obvious. I said she was my favorite player, so you know. Sink, definitely. Um, for me, Haley Rosso personally is my choice. France, because I need a goalkeeper and she's one of the best ones in the league. Um, and then I feel like probably the most underrated player that has ever been in the NWSL, Angela Salem. So I got a lot of people scoring goals and one person saving them. So and you got to work the back line for me a little bit there because so the Spirit, Pugh and Lavelle are the two obvious ones. Bledsoe as a keeper, and then up until recently, I would have said Joe Lohman, easy, but somebody went and retired on me, so I can't use her now. So Huster for sure, and then probably Megan Crossan would be my last one. And then I have a question specifically for me. It says, we often see glimpses of your tattoos on the shows. How many do you have? I have 7 currently. They're like Pringles. Once you get one, you just keep going. So I already have a couple more planned. Um, but yeah, at the moment it's 7, and you actually can see a couple of them. I've got this guy over here, and then I've got this guy over here. That one's from my friend who was killed in Pulse. So got that one. Got this guy over here. I know I'm like shaking this. This will be a quarter sleeve when it's done. I just have to finish it. Um, and the rest of them, you guys have to use your imagination on because I can't show those on a family friendly show. So that's it. I hope you guys learned something entertaining about me. You know,
We try to be sometimes. Maybe we we would like to be. Maybe we don't try to be, but you still can't see her other tattoos.
Normally, we drink our alcohol in a non-conspicuous manner so that you can't actually tell it's alcohol. So I consider that family friendly, you know. But yeah, I do not have a Twitter. I'm still a Twitter granny. I'm also not on the Instagram or the Snapchat or any of that. So if you have any other questions for me or like want to follow up, anything like that, hit me on the Facebook or the From the Stands Twitter. You can what you can tweet at.
Yeah.
You can tweet at Courtney and she will also relay the message to me. Look, I have a LinkedIn, okay? I have a Facebook and a LinkedIn. Like I'm not an interesting human. So find me one of those ways and I will see you guys on the next show.